Yeah, the mud walker juice dropper, man. No family, no future, just niggas screaming. In the midst of confusion, I'm thinking, damn, they got me, but I play this game too swell, so I know somebody's there. Prepare myself and made my way to the courtroom, praying that I get some justice from these bitches, and then I'm cool. My life's on the edge with my enemy standing behind me, hoping I get life in the pit with no win, so fuck my crime. These niggas be grinding, they got your boy in the court. I got no love for these niggas. And this is a testimony for all you niggas that's phony. These niggas really ain't homie, nigga. This be the testimony. For all you niggas that's phony, you ain't my homie, motherfucker. This the testimony. Yeah, me and Drake Capone on it. Motherfucker, testimony. Yeah. Yeah.
I ain't said.
You ain't no homie.
I would have said that to LA and Fresno.
Yeah, I wish you redo him, though.
Man, you so raw on it.
Man,
you always tell me you so damn raw on it, man.
Man, we need to do it over, man. Oh, you like it like that?
I love it like that.
That's raw and uncut, man. That's
raw
like,
and uncut.
Oh man, well, we probably got to mix it down, or so I don't know. Yeah, but it's still, I didn't even do the whole thing though. But now that worked.
Send a few more. I want.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want to do, man. That's why I gave it to you.
I want them to hear that.
You can do whatever you want to do with it. That's why whatever I give to you, you can show whatever you want to show with it. It's your shit. That's why I gave it to you. It's yours. I can't do nothing with it. Yeah, man, I'm finna try to scrape up some change around this block, man. I sit back with you. I got the number, man. You gonna be here for a second?
Yeah, I ain't gonna work.
Yeah, man. If the homies come through, hit me up, man. Well, I can't lock you though. Oh, he likes that, huh? At least somebody like it, man. Black cat. That's what these bitches are cool, man. This is United Ghettos of America, man. We spell America with the triple K, man. You know what I mean? It's gonna be that way until they change their ways, man. So let me journey back down the block, man. You know what I mean? While we bud walking jewel dropping, man. We gonna take you to the block. You know what I mean? Nightmare on Bellini Way, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we ain't holding on to no mother. We ain't holding on to no we ain't holding on to no bull, man. You know, we moving forward, man. Oh, shoots. It look like my boy right there. That's Dale? Nah, he had two, though. Oh, that is Dale. Oh, that ain't Dale. I thought you was Dale. What's up, man? Dale got a car just like you.
Who?
Dale.
Dale Porter?
Yeah. He got two-door, though. Oh, okay, that motherfucker right there. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm just going to check the house out.
Yeah, I just looked and seen it.
Yeah, it's coming together. It'll be back in a minute, man. Yeah. Okay. Right. Yep. Yeah, man, you know, just going through here, man. I see my folks over there. I see them at the funeral, at the repast, the homie Snoop, man. You know, Sacramento Trophy, Snoop. Man, rest in heaven, man. All my folks, man. Big A-Ball, Big Tip Dog, Bama. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's a long list of people that's going to be missed, man. You know, so I got to work on my camera shooting a little better. You know what I mean? When you like 6'6", you know what I mean? You got the camera. You know, I got to break it down to probably like to my shoulder weight to make it level out. So it'll be the best for the people to see what they see. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, 1,000 parts on that, man. You know what I mean? Like I say, the frog right here, man. You know, frog means forever rely on God. So, you know what I mean? That's what the frog stands for, man. So, you know, we bringing that to you, know, man, we always dropping jewels and, you know, spreading this knowledge around, man. Each one teach one nation, man. You know what I'm talking about? So, yeah, man, it is what it is, man. So tonight where Bellini is coming to a closure, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it'll be all back in the game here in a minute, man. You know what I mean? But you can't rush. Well, I still ain't in here. They in here. I can't even get in there. Yeah, we be back. Just like when they left from Texas. That's what I'm waiting on. I'll see you. Yep. Yeah, man, we're going to bring it back together, man. But shit, right now, you know, everybody watching, everybody looking. But they ain't saying nothing. You know what I mean? They ain't passing nothing. They ain't uplifting me with that. Salam. How you doing, buddy? How you doing? I know y'all. I miss y'all too. But we'll be back in a minute. Don't even worry about it. Yep, we're gonna get it together, man. You know, by all means necessary, man. So yeah, man, take a journey with me, man. We all out here. They all watching. See, you know that's the thing about it. It's like people sit back and watch what I say. Watch your failures and watch your obstacles, and they just want to see how you come back out of it. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, if you in a pool and you're supposed to drown, and they see you tomorrow, but they thought you drowned in the pool. You know what I mean? They say, hey, he got up out of that one. So they sit back and wait for something to fall so they can see what they can catch, or they sit back and watch something fall so they can see, you know, that you wasn't up on your business, you know, because most time when people lose everything and everything fall down, you know what I mean, and come tumbling down, you know, most people from our ethical background, our culture, don't be, you know, with the business and be up on their business, you know what I mean, so they don't be having, you know, all their stuff situated where they could, you know, bounce back if a tragedy happened or if something happened accidentally or purposely or whatever. Because you know what I mean? They don't put their dollar where it's supposed to be at. So you know what I mean? So everybody sit back thinking that's gonna be the way that this cookie crumbles. Well, hey, look, this cookie and this dough and this cloth is cut from a different cloth and a different cut and a different dough batch, okay? Because the people that made and created this cloth was about their business, periods, okay? So you can't judge a book by its cover because you don't know what type of cover that the cover was created by, okay? Okay, so the cover was created by something that's genuine, something that's original, something that they don't make no more. That's the type of cut that this cloth came from. Okay, so get to the nitty gritty of it. It's like this: these people that made this cloth that was cut down to be this, them people are 100% about business, 100% about righteousness, 100% about fairness, and 100% about not allowing or letting anyone intervene or stop anything that they created, put their name on, co-signed on, or whatever it is. If you don't have the money to buy it, then that means you can't afford it, okay? So they never lived beyond their means, okay? They never had a 30-year mortgage, okay? And couldn't pay for that 30-year mortgage before they got into the 30-year mortgage. That means that you could lose your job tomorrow. You could be on there for 15 years, you lose your job tomorrow. You still got this 30-year mortgage, right? How you gonna pay for it? Okay? So if you ain't got nothing solid, that means that the foundation must be solid. I was told never to build your foundation on shaky grounds, right? Okay, so if you go to a car lot and you buying a car right now, and you've been working on this job for 2 years, a year, or whatever. Now, leave it in the comment box. Do you figure that because you're permanent and you've been on the job for 2 years, that you can afford to buy this $30,000 car? And they want $400 payments, and that's just the payment for the car, not include the insurance and all the other stuff that you need to have to make yourself legit and make it worth your while. So you're not just spending, you're kind of like investing, and you have a little safety net in case, you know, trying times came, you know what I mean? Like, you know, because life will be life and life will deal, you know, good situations and bad situations. So are you able to afford that with that situation that I explained to you? Yeah and no, okay? Because if you didn't have anything saved up, okay, and you maybe had good credit and you didn't have to put so much down on it, which is a good benefit for you But at the same time, though, you didn't really have to put nothing down, and you've been on this job for X amount of time, and you really have not put nothing to the side to save up on. This is a $30,000 car. Do you have $15,000 to $20,000 saved up from your year or 2 years' time of work? Yes or no? If the answer is no, then I would say, from just the cloth I was cut from, they would say that you're not able to afford that because it's a $30,000 car and you put what, 500 down, and after you put the 500 down, then you're gonna pay 500 a month for 5 or 6 years. Okay, then that's like putting you in a hole. Okay, see, what I was told was, okay, now if you had been working for 2 years and you want to buy a car and you saved you maybe 15 or whatever, and you throw 5 down on the car. Okay, so now the car's 25, you still have 10. Okay, you still have your job. So yeah, you would be more fit to say, yeah, this person right here can afford the car. But if you don't have half of the money for the car saved away, or all the money for the car, or whatever it is that you're trying to purchase, then it could be a waste of your time. Because things happen. You see how the pandemic came? You see how some jobs go out of business, you know? They just go out of business, and they might give you, you know, your 401k and all that stuff like that. But hey, you still have this car note, and you need to get another job, so you have for sure money coming. Like, you went from getting paid once a week or every 2 weeks to your job ended, to you're on unemployment, to hey, now you're jeopardizing your credit. So if you would have been in better standards before you jumped in bed to create that debt, then you might have came out of debt a little better. Okay, so that's the cloth that created this cloth. Okay, so they were responsible, and their stuff is not going to relapse on them. Their stuff is not going to backfire on them. They're not the type of people that lived, and then died, and then left. And when they left you nothing that had any equity. They left you nothing that had any interest. They left you nothing that had any any. They left you nothing that had anything besides a debt. Okay, they're not gonna leave you in just debt. They're gonna leave you with something to get you through the rest of your days. Okay, they're not gonna leave you in debt. See, a lot of people leave you in debt because they have these 30-year mortgages. They have these 30-year mortgages, and they didn't refinancing on it, and then they have all these cars, they have all these mobile homes, they have all these boats and all this stuff, but they're paying on all this stuff. Okay, so the American way is credit. As long as you owe me, then you're all right. Okay, but if you don't owe me, then you're not all right. Okay, because if you don't have good standards by owing anyone and paying them people, then America looks at you like you're not worthy of being um, worthy of being able to borrow, to be lended anything, because you never had a track record of you borrowing or lending anything from anyone. And if you do, was it a good track record? But they want you to always owe someone. Okay, that's how you establish your credit. If you don't owe anyone, then you don't have any credit. If you owe people and you're paying them on time, and you've been paying them on time, you could owe people for 70, 80 years. They care not. All they want to know is how you're going to pay them, and are you able to pay them. And once they find out that how you can pay them, and then they know that you're able from how, then they'll go ahead and allow you to have some type of credit with them, okay? But the thing about it is, don't live beyond your means. Don't leave your people in debt. Don't buy what you can't afford. Know what you can afford, and always be extra cautious of jumping into things that might lead you in debt, that could leave your family in debt, that could set you and your family's um, legacy to be a family that lived in debt after generation. Now, they break the family generational curse is by living, dying, learning, and striving to achieve what the American dream is to you and to your people. But don't run your marathon and get past the baton when it's your time and then drop the ball and lose the whole race and put your whole existence, your whole legacy of your family even more behind than it was from the start. Now, if you're coming from the descendants of slaves, okay, and the descendants of segregated people, if there wasn't slaves or if their people were slaves or whatever that it was, and they made it from segregation, they made it from slavery, from segregation, all the way to equal opportunities and the constitutional rights that is supposed to be applied to every individual that is a human being, right? So once they got you to that dream, then they started building their foundation, not on shaky grounds. They went to the military. They got GI Bills. They worked in the nurses, being nurses. They worked in the in-home, in-care facilities. They worked all these different types of facilities to make a better way for you, okay? See, a lot of our parents, that our grandparents and things like that, were like workaholics to a certain extent. You know, I have, grandparents and, great aunties and uncles and stuff like that that served military, and, they served for like 20 some odd years, like, Air Forces and, Marines and things of that nature, right? So by them going through that, just like you do with anything, you take on what you don't want them to take on. If I'm a gangster and a thug, I don't want my kids to be gangsters and thugs. I'm going to do it so they don't have to do it. See? So they did those things so we wouldn't have to do it. Okay? So to add to their legacy, instead of taking from their legacy, is to understand them, to study them, and to know the things that they installed in you, all the righteous things that they installed in you, because no one, parents, grandparents, set out to install things inside of their people that is not going to be the uplifting of their people. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, no one sets out to lead their people down a dead end road. You know what I mean? So we know that much. Okay? So dealing from that to this is you take what they installed in you, you take what they left behind, which is the baton from whatever that they were doing. If they were paying that 30-year mortgage, if they paid it all the way up, or you to sell and to keep the profit and unattach yourself from the piece of the rock and attach yourself to the golden calf. Meaning this, it is the soil. If you don't have no dirt, then you don't have nowhere to stay. And you don't have nothing to call your own. If you have dirt, you can create a place to stay. You can create a civilization, a town, a city, okay, empire from just having the dirt. So if you have 1 acre, you can make that 1 acre into your whole estate, okay? You can make 2 acres in your whole estate. That means that you can grow things to eat. That means that you can produce and to um, make things like chickens, breeding them. You can do your own, you know, you can do your own agriculture. You can do a lot of things that will save you a lot of times, and then you'll know what was put inside of these things. You know what I mean? Whether it fed grain, whether it fed grass, whether it fed artificial things, whether it fed steroids, whether it premature, whether it mature, whether it fully developed. You'll know all this if you have the land to expand on, okay? So, you have to know these things, because if you don't know these things, then you'll get lost with these things, because you're still looking for someone to milk your cow to get your milk. You're still looking for someone to grow your chickens, to pluck your chickens, to clean your chickens, to cut your chickens, to serve you the chickens. If you had a chicken that was running around your yard, fully developed, how would you catch it, clean it, cook it, and eat it, and feed your family? A lot of people wouldn't know how to do that. If you had to grow vegetables and you had the land, the dirt to do it, how would you go about doing that? Everything happens in seasons. So you would have to prepare for the seasons to get enough crop during the season to last you from when the season's out to the season come back again. So you would have to make sure that you planted enough that could last you, or have something that you can trade that's worth value, so you can get what you don't have, okay? Because if I have chickens and you have the greens, the corns, the vegetables, then guess what? I can trade you some chicken for some of your vegetables, and vice versa, okay? So we need to get back into the reality of things, of what it's all about. It's not about who has more and who has less. It's about surviving, having what you need, knowing what you need, and having the place to be at peace and to live in peace and have all the things that you need to survive. Survival is called living, okay? You have to be nutrition, and you have to be well rested, and you have to be motivated by something that inspires, okay? You can't be motivated and inspired by things that don't matter, okay? Because a big 50-room mansion with 20 bathrooms, and you're one person, and you have one wife, or you don't have a wife, or you do have a wife, or you have a wife and you have 10 kids. One day those 10 kids are going to be older. They're not going to want to live in your home. They're going to want to go out and do their own thing, okay? So don't live beyond your means is what this whole thing's about. A lot of people like to live beyond their means. Yeah, it looks nice. It attracts a lot of attention, good and bad. But on a scale of 1 to 10, if you even had 20 kids, so they say 1 to 20, you get what I'm saying? Okay? Because, hey, from 18, they're adults. So you get it. So you're never going to need, unless you plan on having a daycare or plan on having some type of, child center place or something, you do not need to have 50 rooms and 20 bathrooms. Okay? You don't need that. Okay? But a lot of people will do that just because they have the money to do it. Means they're going to spend it to do it. Okay? But there's a difference between spending money, investing money, you know? So the key of this is you want to make wise decisions. That means you want to make more investments than you want to do on just spending, okay? Just because you spend it in an investment doesn't mean that it's gone. See, investment is insurance, okay? That's investing your money, okay? Okay? Buying this car right here is not an investment. That's a spend, okay? You know why it would be called a spend? Because once I pull off with that car, all the value of that car didn't shot downhill, okay? Now you have cars that don't depreciate, the interest and stuff like that. But put it like this, all the cars that you bought and all the cars that you had, if you would have took all that money, all those down payments, and had the right credit and put that down on a house, okay? You could have paid your mortgage on that home for 2 years and went to the bank and told them you need to get a loan to buy a car. They would have in-house financed you, told you what place to go to that would have catered to you, and they would have got the car and they would have paid the car off for you, and you would have owed your bank, not the dealer. You get it? So that would have boosted you up on that note. You know what I mean? So, that's the type of stuff that goes on out here, because nobody is teaching or telling anyone anything on how to get ahead. Listen, they care for you. Listen, they created you. Or lesson they can get something out of you. They might come to help you, but really they came to hinder you because everything that you had going and everything that you could get from whatever you benefited off of, they forwarded to them and you didn't know because you wasn't informed or educated on the do's and the don'ts of what could be done and how it should be done, okay? So if each one teach one, if I'm the elder in the family and I got things going on because I accomplished things in my life and they're rightfully mine, okay? So guess what? If I don't care for anyone in my family, from a grandson to a granddaughter to a son to a daughter to a brother to a sister to any sibling that you may have on this earth, if you never cared for them in that fashion, then who are you going to leave all this stuff that you accomplished with? You know what I mean? Because you can accumulate a lot of things in this lifespan, especially if you worked hard, you invested right, or you worked hard, invested right, and you had people that did the same as you, and, they passed on, right? So listen, if they pass on and they left you with things that were theirs that they had to leave with someone, and you're the closest thing to them than anything else, then guess what? You're gonna be able to get those things, have those things, and be able to you know carry on with them things. Even if it is a debt, you are allowed to take up on that debt so you can take over their debt, sign it to you, and then you'll be responsible for the debt because they just want to know how they're going to get paid. They don't care who pays them. They just want to get paid. So be aware of this, and stand up for something, because if you don't stand for anything, you'll fall for it all. It doesn't make sense for your family members to work however they worked in their life, to accomplish whatever they accomplished in their life, for you, me, or anyone else to just allow it to sit, allow it to go to waste, allow it to go back to the state, allow it to not go anywhere but where it needs to be, within the family, because that's where it came from. So don't let your family's blood, sweat, and tears go down the drain without a fight, without a stand up, and without speaking up on any of that, man. So this is just a stand up for yours. This is just a brief evaluation on, hey, you got to stand for something or fall for it all. It's just a brief thing on just keeping it in Google. And we're going to get back with y'all in a minute. Hit the subscribe buttons. It is yours truly. United Ghettos of, you know what I mean? And coming to a ghetto near you as usual. And hey, salute the truth. And you know the truth. The UGFA, World Walking Jew dropping with the message. DMC Pounder. And Pounder, GMC, that's all you need to grill. All you see is grill. Yeah, man. Another day, another dollar, man. We're going to close this one down with palm trees and bomb weed, man. We up the ball. UGFA style, man. We up out of here, man.